Hey there, it's Carlos again. I am rushing to the airport and I am running late. Myself and Terry will be going to attend a GP convention.
Hola folks, Terry here. We are here at the airport lounge now. And we are looking for a spot where we can create that quick video tour that Elaine is requesting us to do.
Oh, there's a spot.
Come on, let's grab it.
Okay guys, we got this spot. Time to make this video. The video tour we plan to give is an overview of what happens at home with GP. Imagine this scenario of a teacher who is left in the dark alleys about what his students are learning, especially on an online setting, and out of the teacher's reach. The question foremost in the mind of our catechists and religion teachers is this: what are the kids doing at home with their GP app? Are they getting something out of it? Are they just playing, or are they learning something more?
It looks like from the stories of families out there, the kids are getting more out of it. This is obvious to many, and maybe not so obvious to a few families who are adjusting to this new setup. But GP is just so flexible for busy parents who are working, and those who feel unequipped to do catechesis on their own with their kids. With pictures and videos and games, learning the faith becomes more relaxed and engaging. The catechist suddenly has an ally at home.
Indeed, faith is presented in a fresh new light, alive with animation, sounds, videos, minigames, and mission tasks. It's a new way of catechesis, a whole bundle of godly goods and vibes, rolled into one. Wow! Okay, let's get started. GP always starts with a prayer video like this.
Who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven.
Since we are familiar with this prayer, let's fast forward. There are also the praise videos that engage the kids and make them sing to God in worship and praise.
What a beautiful world, alleluia to our risen Lord. This day is a fresh start, happiness fills our heart.
There are tons of praise and prayer videos like these in GP.
I'm so excited with the Bible Hub videos coming up next, because they make the Bible stories come alive. All of a sudden, we meet Noah, up close and personal.
Noah, I am going to destroy this world full of wickedness, but I am going to save you and your family. You must build an ark of wood. It must have many rooms, a roof, and a door on its side.
God gave Noah specific instructions, and Noah did all exactly as God commanded. Now it was time to complete the work God had given Noah and his family. So Noah and his family prepared to do all that God had commanded them.
We learn about the animals in the ark, and the kids see them in animation. Even the parents can learn a lot from these animated Bible stories. Carlos, help! Is this a stray tiger from the ark, walking around?
Terry, don't worry, he'll go back to his cage. Okay, next is the frame-by-frame, pictorial, and audio-assisted catechism lessons. The kids click their way towards the next frame as they deepen their knowledge of faith.
God promised Noah never to destroy the earth and people again.
At the end of these godly teachings are two sets of retention quizzes, meant to aid the kids in their Christian instruction.
Okay, my friend. Why don't we share to them some of the mini-games in GP? The games are there as triggers of engagement and interest. With games, we've already hurdled the first step in winning the kid's heart. And that is, desire and motivation. Games are there to understand complex catechism topics faster, and with much ease. Games allow GP to go from just consumption of lessons to participation and action. Plus, of course, you don't get this type of engagement and malleability in textbooks.
We too must understand that in GP, the games are partnered with the catechetical lessons. This means that the learning triggers in the games are Q&As. These question-answer items are drawn from the Catechism lessons prior. This makes learning more fun for the kids, and gives some data of participation for the catechists.
The next GP materials are called Saints and Discoveries. The lessons present to the learners the lives of our holy heroes and wonder women in faith. They are a big inspiration in our lives. Let's watch this one briefly.
The Lady in White was the Blessed Virgin Mary. Bernadette saw the Blessed Virgin for 18 times. The Blessed Mother asked that everyone pray for forgiveness and for sinners. One day, Mary told Bernadette to dig the ground. A spring of water came out. This water has healed many people, even until this day.
Remember, we mentioned about the Bible Hub videos earlier? Each one of them has a counterpart video for deepening, and for life's daily applications. These companion videos are equally engaging. Real food for the mind and the soul.
We're showing you an example of these companion videos for catechetics.
Jesus told us the best way to build our lives, but we have to do as he said. To make sure that we could always learn about his teachings, Jesus left us the church to bring people to God, and God to people. To do this, he chose the first of the apostles, Peter, to be the head of his church.
You are Peter, which means rock, and on this rock I will build my church.
So Peter, the first pope, the apostles, and all of the saints were like building bricks. They built the church that has withstood the storms of history. So we could learn about Jesus' teachings, and about Jesus himself, the rock and the Savior of the world.
Then of course, we present a unique feature in GP, the engagement matrix between the learner and his or her family. Their engagement is placed in the context of a game. These are the mission adventures and church life action plans. Here, the parents need to do their part, or participate in unlocking the buttons in the GP app, by validating the tasks performed by their kiddo. Unless they validate, the kid cannot move on. Look, the kid here just performed this task. And his performance is marked by a check mark. Well done. This other button is called a camera-assisted task. He promised to do it later in the day. Fast forward, we can log in the parent's GP app. Note that the kid's account is always paired with the parent's or guardian's own login account. So, if we teleport and access the parent's login, it will be shown that all the dad or mom needs to do is to validate the tasks, as shown here. Validate the submitted assignment. If you don't like it, click Redo. If it's perfect, then click Validate. And that locked button is immediately unlocked from the kid's side of the app. In GP, we have a summative assessment called Bootcamp. It's less bloody, more fun, and provides a decent measure of the kid's learning. Having arrived at bootcamp means the kid has undergone through those string of catechetical lessons and games. Kiddo, good for you! Let's see a sample of bootcamp assessment.
How about another peek at some more games? As we know, games are imagination amplifiers. Our Catholic faith has used the game of progression loop for the longest time. The transit from darkness to light, from leprosy to healing, from death to life. GP taps into this hidden, habit-forming reserves in our faith, and gamify them. Plus, games allow the kids to be more active and observant, and to have an active role in their own experience. Okay, let's get familiar with some more GP games.
God's Park games are simply wholesome and Christian. A worthy and a safe alternative to the violent games our kids are, or may be playing at home. Sadly enough, we at times tolerate them to play these aggressive, bloody, war games at a very tender age, because we don't have any option. There ain't many engaging or interactive Christian platforms out there that gets them excited. Meanwhile, GP taps onto one of the oldest mechanisms in imparting knowledge and skills, that is, the art and philosophy of gamification.
Wow, Carl, that was deep. So folks, that's a quick overview of what GP has to offer to our kids and families, in the comfort of your own homes. Of course, we need to emphasize your role as parents to reinforce them in their GP lessons, to guide and help them where they need guidance and help, and be proactive in passing on the faith to our kids. Okay, our connecting flight is here now. Bye for now, and God bless.